Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer with this afternoon mountain weather update. We'll look at some of the new numbers and the new trends. First off, bullet points. Looking at things this afternoon and looking all the way out to 310, basically, there are two main storm systems that will run the gamut, that will run everything and create the rut in the atmosphere. The first one is going to come out of California soon and be a southern track low through Albuquerque. The second one is going to take its time. And it's possible it turns into a deeper trough late in the period, and I'll show you what that could mean here in a second. But we're seeing big California snow. We're going to see snow out of both storm systems in California. We've had blizzard warnings up and down the Sierra. Accessing many of the resorts has been almost impossible at times. Just a lot of wind with powerful jet stream. Both north and southern branches knifing in with this setup. Before we get to some of the other things, I want to show you an update on season-to-date snowfall. I just put this together. It's also on the blog, on my blog, christomer.com, if you want to look at it. But you can see the numbers. At the top, Brighton, 583. Of course, we're adding to all of these totals right now, but this just marks an end of February type of season-to-date type of total. Alta's up there right behind him, 573. Snowbird's there. Kirkwood. So Kirkwood, Palisades, Mammoth, all these places now breaking 500 inches with this big storm cycle we're in. Of course, adding to that very quickly, you're going to continue to shoot up the list. Jackson Hole, 443. Park City's at now cracking 400. Steamboat, 351. Wolf Creek's coming up fast at 330. Aspen Highlands at about 315. I got that off aspenweather.net. Check that out sometime. Vail, 264. Down near the end, we're working on 200 at Loveland. Banff just cracking the 200-inch mark there at Sunshine, and Telluride at 208. So there's your update on the season-to-date numbers so far. Now I want to show you what it looks like on my blog, christomer.com. Deep Sierra snow, active pattern through 3-9, 3-10. I talked about some of the big totals over the last 24, 48, and out to 7 days, like Mammoth. Now at about 100 inches for the last 7 days. So is Kirkwood at about 100 inches for the last 7 days. There's your current setup. You can see the powerful jet, both the north and south branches colluding. Big trough sitting over California. You've got a couple of additional lows lined up in the Pacific. The forecast pattern. Now this was the jet stream from this morning. I want to show you what it looks like this afternoon with the afternoon update. Big time difference. Here it is. Look at the difference. We're talking about a major trough indicated here on the afternoon data, with another major trough sitting out over the Pacific over Hawaii and a ridge separating the two. But the trough you see, which is major, cruising through the Intermountain West, that would likely have cold air, snow, and a low that moves very slowly. If this happens, we're talking about a snail's pace low. Something to watch down the road. 3-7, 3-8, 3-9, and 3-10. All right, back to the blog. Let's look at timing, forecast radar, and satellite. There's Wednesday morning. Here comes our southern track, Albuquerque low out of California. Moves through with heavy snow, southern Colorado. Now we'll wait, and there's going to be a little bit of a dirty northwest flow out ahead of us. You can see the snow. But here comes the main storm system, 3-5, 3-6, and it's going to sit in California for a while and snow hard. Then it may potentially become that deep trough, 3-7, 3-8, 3-9, 3-10, that takes its snail's pace moving across the Intermountain West. So something to watch. I did break out key snow times for Kirkwood. You can see big time snow yet to fall. And also Purgatory, snowfall in time. Could see a foot on the 1st, another 6 on the 2nd, another 8 on the 9th. Maybe more depending on how slow that low moves late in the period. These are my totals from this morning. I'll show you what I'm thinking this afternoon. So the rest of today through the 2nd of March, maybe another 10 up there at Tahoe, maybe another couple of feet in Mammoth as the storm pulls away. Potentially 6 up in the Wasatch, a couple for the Tetons. In Colorado, you've got a lot of snow coming. Potentially 1 to 2 feet for the Southwest Mountains. Southern Colorado will get hit pretty good. So will southern Utah and northern parts of Arizona. So some good snow with that southern track low. Okay, here is phase 2. 3-3 through 3-9. This captures the second storm in its entirety. So another 1, 2, 3 feet up there in the Sierra. Another foot for the Tetons, another foot plus for the Wasatch. Colorado looking at about 6 to 14 inches of snow. And again, a lot of this is going to depend on how slow that final low moves through the interior. The slower it moves, the bigger the totals we're talking about here. And if we can pull in some colder air, then we're going to be in better shape. All right, a couple specialty maps. Central to northern mountains of Colorado. Again, about 6 to maybe 14 inches through the period. Southern Colorado gets quite a bit more. 1 to 2 feet, maybe 3 feet over Wolf Creek. But look at the numbers down in Durango, Bayfield, all the way down to the valley floor. We're talking about over a foot with this. So we're already seeing pretty big totals all the way down to the valley floor. All right, here's what remains. Up in the Wasatch, another couple of feet. We'll probably do it through 3-9. Again, we'll have to watch that ladder low. And then up in the northeast, potentially you have maybe another 8 to 14, 15, 16, somewhere in there, depending on where you're located in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. You've got some leftover snow and then another potential snowstorm off into the distance later in the period. So still some decent snow yet to go in the northeast. All right, well, that's going to do it for this update. The last day of February. We've got a pretty active pattern ahead through about the 9th, 10th of March. Thanks for tuning in here, guys. Always appreciate it.